Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for the scrap room where I am going to be using the wonderful and the amazing Echo Park's Goblins collection. And there's the monthly sketch that I am going to be using as well. So there is the collection. Let me get the right name for it. So it's the Echo Park Ghost and Goblins collection flavor of the month that they have. And I am going to be following the sketch pretty closely. But the one thing that I wanted to state with this particular sketch and what I'm doing with mine is there's 4 photos, and the collection that I'm using is because it's Halloween. I only took 3 photos of my daughter's year, which was last year, and I was surprised because I had these printed out. I don't know why I actually had them printed out because that typically isn't what I normally do, but because they were here, I was able to use this collection for this month to be able to showcase the sketch with this collection. So I decided to, you know me, I love pattern on pattern on pattern. So I decided to grab the purple side of this one. It's not as pattern-y, I guess if you want to call it. It's got just a little bit of dots to it. And I used the other collections or the other papers to this collection for my really bright, bold paper to go on top of the purple. Now, I made my... Let's see here. I made my banner just a little bit bigger. I wanted it a little bit wider than what you see in the sketch. And then the bottom photo that you see, that is going to be a bigger title once we get to that point. Obviously, I love to do all my doodling on the edges. And a lot of times why I do this, it just breaks up the pattern paper. The reason why I do a lot of my pattern papers like this is because I can do like an edging to it. So like the purple, I did the white, the green, and then the striped one, I did the black. And as you can tell, it kind of gives you a border within a border within a border so that it's not just run on within run on. That's just my take on it. How I like doing my pattern papers. And if you follow me long enough, and if you've been around me long enough, you know that bold colors is not really my thing. So when I get to collections like this that have a lot of bolded colors because of just the way they made them versus the muted colors, I really do the edging because I use a lot of pattern papers because I'm not going to change my style from the muted pattern on pattern just because they're bolded colors. That's just, for me. But I'm going to take the middle photo that I have and I'm going to pop that up on some foam tape. And then the bottom 2 photos, or the ones that are just going to lay flat, that's my daughter's costume last year. She wanted to be the female version of it. And I let her go full reign when it comes to Halloween. That is one of her favorite holidays. I don't know which one is more because at this point between Christmas and Halloween, she definitely go all out for both for that. And then my middle photo is the gifts. I always buy little trinkets and stuff for the dog. Well, at the time, this was just for Asher because you guys know, if you follow me now or have followed me a little bit already, we have gotten Zorro, which we got in June. Yeah, June. So that's why I said dog for that because this was before we got Zorro. And I always get little stuff for them. And then I get a couple of things for KJ, just a little bit, just something to say, hey, it's Halloween, this, that, and the other. So I am going to use the banner. There's a little banner. And I've realized that when I was doing this layout that a lot of us use the word scary when we did the sketch as our title. And it was kind of comical because I was like, oh, we all kind of put it in the same place, which is okay because it has a banner. And I decided to take some of my twine that's from my stash and I placed scary, but then I kind of made it a little bit of funkiness when I did it. I kind of rotated the strings, and that's what you're seeing me do here is that I'm rotating like the way I want the strings to look, just so that it gives it a little bit more texture style. And then I am backing the word scary, each little letter's banner up on some foam tape just to give it a little bit of pizzazz there. And then that's pretty much, this sketch was super easy. I love doing, since July, since I've been on the design team for the year, I have been doing the sketch and the Freaky Fast Fridays because they work for me. Right now, in my story of life and my chapter of life, trying to stay very, very active in the YouTube world, it's not a struggle for me. It's just Kaylin's soccer schedule is just insane. And then, doing just the normal life stuff, that's just have become where I've got to, do that part first. And then this comes second. But when I say I absolutely love doing the sketch and the Freaky Fast Fridays, they are wonderful to get a quick sketch done if you're wanting to do 15 minutes a day in your scrap room. And I'm in my scrap room almost on a daily basis, and I'm doing stuff in here, but we've gotten a couple of new principals, the principal and the assistant principals are still the same at school for me, but they have become more intentional on watching for different things that we're doing in the school to promote certain days. So like this coming up, when I'm doing this, I had to do a video and edit the video and all of that. And I do it in my room because obviously where do I have my editing software? Here at home because I YouTube, and they know I YouTube. So I had to do a video and I had to do edits and stuff on it because we've got pre-K takeover, which is pre-K week is coming up. And so I had to get a video edited and ready to go so that when I put it up on Sunday, that it's already at the school and it's ready to go, because the software that we upload it to, I can do that anywhere. And so I do a lot of the editing and stuff here at home, and then I upload it. And then by the time I get to the school the next day, when I look, it's already there, ready to roll, and it's working and all of that. So even though I may not be in the school to be able to see what's going on with our TVs and all of that, I can still do a lot of that anywhere. So I do it here at home. So those are the things that are taking up while I am scrapbooking and I'm doing my fun stuff. It's just been for the school. It's been a lot of editing because one of the principals ended up getting a hold of my YouTube channel, which I absolutely love, and I'm grateful that they're here. They're a subscriber too. However, now that's what I've been doing. But so I've been scrapbooking, y'all. It's just been digitally through Canva, and you can turn Canva into videos so that we can post them around the school, and so that it plays on our TVs when the kids are in the hallway, parents coming in, all of that kind of stuff. I've been doing that along with other individuals to just have our school brightened up and all of that. And plus, I am also we use the Ron Clark Academy, the house system. So it's like Harry Potter. I call it Harry Potter on crack because I absolutely love it. That's why you see me wear a lot of purple and you see me post a lot, because I'm the house of Nukamori, which is the house of kindness. And so we wear purple. That's why you see me in a lot of purple stuff now for school and that, because we have to wear those colors within my clothes for work. Now, I don't have to do it every single day, but on Fridays, we all have to wear our house colors. So I wear that so that we can, promote my house and, the house that I'm in and stuff, because I'm one of the leaders. I'm the mentor leader for 4th and 5th grade. And so, yeah. But anyway, so these sketches and the Freaky Fat, I know I'm talking about another challenge, but those two work super well for my style of what I am doing right now in life, due to the fact of school and them knowing that I'm software bound and, can do all of the computer type stuff, make it all look pretty neat and cool and, all that jazz, that I am loving the fact that I can still get in my room, still doing things that I like to do. It just may not be scrapbooking, which then that means everything is going behind, and I'm hoping that some of this stuff will kind of die down just a little bit so that I can be able to dig into more of what I need to do. Outside of that, this is what I did with my title. I took that big photo section and I turned that into like a banner, and I just added a bunch of little things on the bottom to offset the fact that I didn't have that fourth photo. So this is where I'm just now going to doodle daddle up all my little embellishments that I like to do. I added all the stuff up on top. This just turned out wonderful for me. I absolutely love this. I do pull out of my stash my Liquitex paint pen. Obviously, that is white, so I'm adding that. And yes, I allowed some of it to get on my photos. I am okay with that. It's going to be my grungy, looky type style that I always do. I also did a distress spritz too. Make sure that you go check out everybody. Check out the channels. The still shots are there. I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.